Hello my dear friends, how are you all? I hope you all are fine. So once again you are very welcome in our lecture number 2 of Introduction to Trigonometry. Okay, so my dear friends, this is a lecture number 2. Okay, so my dear friends, I hope you were enjoyed our previous lecture. Okay, and this lecture is also going to be very amazing, and you will learn it. You will learn a lot. Okay, so I hope you will enjoy this lecture also. So now, without wasting the time, let's start. Yes, so today we are going to discuss trigonometric ratios. What? Yes, today we are going to discuss about trigonometric ratios. So what are trigonometric ratios? So trigonometric ratios are defined as the value of all the trigonometric functions based on the value of the ratio of side in a right triangle. In a right angle triangle. Let's suppose we have a right angle triangle like this. A, B and C. So the ratio of the sides of right angle triangle with respect to any of its acute angle are known as trigonometric ratios of the particular angle. Okay, so the ratio of any of the sides with any of the acute angle. Okay, so the ratio of any of the sides with any two sides of a right angle triangle with the acute angle. Okay, so the ratio of sides of right angle triangle with respect to any of the acute angle, any of its acute angle are known as trigonometric ratios of the particular angle. So in this we have three sides. What are these three sides? So the longest side is what? Hypotenuse. Okay, okay, so opposite angle to opposite sides to the angle means opposite side to this angle is called perpendicular, and the adjacent sides of the perpendicular adjacent sides to the angle is called base. So there are two sides, hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is the opposite of 90-degree angle. Okay, perpendicular and base. Okay, so with the help of these sides and these angles we use the trigonometric ratios. Okay, so there are 6 trigonometric ratios which are there are 6 there are 6 trigonometric ratios which are sine ratios, sine which is sin. Second is cosine which is written as cos. Third is tangent which is written as tan. Okay, and next is cotangent means cot. Next is cosec, cosecant which can be written as cosec, and next is secant, this can be written as sec. So there are 6 ratios. What? Sine ratios, cosine ratios, tangent ratios, cotangent ratios, cosecant ratios and secant ratios. Okay, so I hope you understand this point. Okay, yeah, so there are these type of ratios which will be used in this lecture. Yes, so how to find these ratios, how to find trigonometric ratios? Okay, So let's see that. Yes. So let's suppose we have a right angle triangle like this. Okay, this is A, B and C, right angle at B. Okay, I hope you get this point. Now we know that this is our hypotenuse. This is our adjacent to this angle, adjacent side. And which is also called base. Okay, this is our what? This is our perpendicular side. So there are three sides. Okay, now we have to find this angle with the respect of angle C. We have to find the ratios with the respect of angle C. So the ratio of trigonometric are given as, first is we have sine ratios. So the sine of an angle is defined as the ratio of the perpendicular side to the angle to perpendicular to that angle to the hypotenuse. Means it is a ratio of perpendicular to the hypotenuse. So what is our perpendicular? If you see in this figure, the perpendicular is AB and hypotenuse is what? AC. So we can say directly sine is AB upon AC. Okay. Now what is cosine? So the cosine of an angle is defined as the ratio of the side adjacent to the hypotenuse. Means base upon hypotenuse. So what is base? So base is BC and same hypotenuse we have AC. So this is our cosine ratio. Okay. Now if you talk about the third ratio, which is tangent ratio. What is tangent ratio? Tangent ratio of an angle is defined as the ratio of side opposite, means perpendicular to that angle, to the side adjacent to that angle. Means it is a ratio of perpendicular to the base. Means we can write it as AB upon BC. So this is what? So these are the three most important ratios. So the next three ratios are cosecant. This is what? This is cosecant ratio. And what is this? So it is a ratio. It is a multiplicative inverse of sine. Means it is multiplicative inverse of sine. And we know what is sine. So sine is AB upon AC, means perpendicular upon hypotenuse. If we solve it, it will become AC upon AB, means hypotenuse upon what? Upon perpendicular. Okay, this is what? This is our cosecant. Now let's talk about secant, means sec ratios. So this is what? This is basically the inverse of cosine ratios. So what is cosine? So the cosine is BC upon AC. If we solve it, we get AC upon BC, means same hypotenuse divided by base. Okay, so next and last is cotangent. Cotangent is what? Cotangent is, it is the inverse of tangent, means tan ratio. So we have AB upon BC, which will give this BC upon AB. Now we have BC. BC is what? BC is base, and AB is perpendicular. So my dear friends, I hope you understand these things. So these are the ratios of this trigonometric. What are the ratios? Sine ratios, cosine ratios, tangent, cosecant, secant, and cotangent. Okay, and they have individually they have ratios, some ratios which will be help in the solving of the questions. Okay, so these ratios can be abbreviated as sine, cos, tan, cosec, sec, and cot, okay, respectively, in the order they are described. Okay, so I hope you understand these things. So let's move on. Yes, so relationship between trigonometric ratios. So what is the relationship? So the relationship is that cosec we have 1 upon sine. Okay, understand? Sec we have 1 upon cos. Tan we have sine upon cos. Cot we have 1 upon tan, means cos upon sine. Okay, if we know the value of sine theta and cos theta, we can easily find the values of all ratios. Okay, my dear friends, I hope you understand these things. Okay, so let's move on. Yes, now the next topic is visualization of trigonometric ratios using a unit circle. Now we have to visualize the trigonometric ratios using unit circle. Okay, so first of all we have to draw a circle. What? Yes, so this is a circle of unit radius with the origin at the center. Okay, with the origin at the center. So let's draw a line segment OP. It is what? Yes, it is a radius of the circle. Okay, and which makes an angle theta. Okay, this theta we are talking about, this theta. Now we are drawing a perpendicular from point P to the x-axis, which named as Q. So it is named as Q. Okay, so I hope you understand this point. So now this is perpendicular. So this point P has a coordinate as cos theta and sin theta. Cos theta and sin theta, because the distance between from OQ is cos theta and the distance between PQ is sin theta. How? Let's see that. So first of all, we have to find sin theta. What is sin theta? Sin theta is perpendicular upon hypotenuse. What is perpendicular? So perpendicular we have PQ upon. What is hypotenuse? Hypotenuse we have this. This is our base and this is our perpendicular. This is PO. And we know that PO is the radius of 1 unit. So we can write it as 1, which is equals to PQ is equals to sin theta. PQ is equals to what? Sin theta. Okay, my dear friends. So now what is cos theta? We know that cos theta is base upon what? Base upon hypotenuse. So we have base is OQ and hypotenuse is OP. Okay, and we know that OQ upon OP is what? 1. So we can say that same OQ is equals to cos theta. This is our OQ. Similarly, we can find the value tan theta. Okay, so what is tan theta? So tan theta is PQ upon OQ. What is tan theta? Tan theta is perpendicular upon base. Okay, so we know that PQ is sin theta upon OQ is cos theta. So I hope you understand these things. So now we have to find cosec theta. What is cosec theta? Cosec theta, we know that hypotenuse upon perpendicular. Okay, hypotenuse upon perpendicular. And what is hypotenuse? This is 1. And what is perpendicular? This is PQ, which is 1 upon sin theta. And what is sec theta? Sec theta is hypotenuse upon base, means 1 upon OQ, which is equals to 1 upon cos theta. Now we are visualizing the trigonometric ratios using unit circle. Okay, so now what is cot theta? Cot theta is base upon perpendicular, means OQ upon OP, means cos theta upon sin theta. So my dear friends, I hope you can understand these type of trigonometric ratios. So very easy trigonometric ratios. So with the help of these ratios, we can easily find the sides or angles of the triangles. Okay, yes. So there is a simple trick to learn the trigonometric ratios. What is the trick? Let's see that. So the trick is, we have P, B, P and H, B, means perpendicular base perpendicular, hypotenuse base. So, and we have the ratios are sin, cos, tan, cot, sec, cosec. Now with the help of this relation, we can find these ratios. How we can find? Let's see that. So if we want sin ratio, sin theta, so we can write this P upon H. You can see P upon H. If we want cos theta, so we can write it base upon hypotenuse. What is cos theta? Cos theta is the ratio of base upon hypotenuse. Okay, this is very simple. Okay, now what is tan theta? Tan theta is perpendicular upon base, P upon B, which is P upon B. Okay, if we want cot theta, we know cot theta is base upon perpendicular, so we can see that B upon P. If we want sec theta is hypotenuse upon base, this is hypotenuse upon base. If we want cosec theta, what is cosec theta? Hypotenuse upon perpendicular. So this is what? This is our H upon P. So this is a very simple trick to learn these ratios. Okay, you no need to remember it. You just write this table and write the sine, write the cos, write the tan as you want. So you can write any of the ratio with the help of this table. Okay, so just you have to remember this table and the remains is same. Okay, so now let's move on. Now we are going to discuss some examples. Okay, yes. So the question number 1 is, in triangle ABC, right angle at B, and we have AB is equals to 24 centimeter, BC is equals to 7 centimeter. Now we have to determine sine A cos A, okay, sine C cos C. I hope you understand. So now let's start. Yes. So first of all, let's suppose we have a right angle triangle like this. A, B and C. This is a perpendicular. Now we know AB is 24 centimeter, BC is 7 centimeter. Now for finding these ratios, we have to know AC. So what is AC? We don't know AC. So we have to find the AC. So we can find the value of AC by Pythagoras theorem, with the help of Pythagoras theorem, because it is what? It is a right angle triangle. So we can write it as, so we know that AC square is equals to AB square plus BC square. Okay, so AC square is equals to 24 square plus 7 square. So we get what? We get AC square is equals to 576 plus 49. Okay, so this will become 625 centimeter square. Now, so the AC we have under root of 625. So we get what? 25 centimeter. So we have hypotenuse is 25 centimeter. So I hope you understand this. So now we are finding first sine A and cos A. So first problem is sine A. We know that what is the ratio of sine A? So the ratio of sine A is perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So if we take A as a acute angle, this, if we are finding this as respect of angle A, so it will become, yes, if we are drawing this triangle A, B, C, and this is 24, this is 7, this is 25. Now we are finding sine with respect to this angle. So in this case, perpendicular is BC and hypotenuse is AC. Okay, so sine A is equals to BC upon AC. Understand? So what is BC? We have BC is 7 and AC is 25. So we have the value of sine A is 7 upon 25. So what is the value of cos A? So cos A we have base upon hypotenuse. So in this case, our base is AB upon AC, which is equals to 24 upon 25. So this is the sine A and cos A. Okay, I hope you get this point. So now let's do the second number question. Yeah, so the second part is, we have to find sine C. So now we are finding sine ratios with the respect of C, angle C. So if we have A, B, C, and we have AB is what? 24, 7 and 25. Now with the respect of C, so in this triangle we have to find this. So this is base, this is perpendicular, base is BC Perpendicular is AB and AC is hypotenuse. And what is what is sine? Sine is perpendicular upon hypotenuse, means 24 upon 25. And second is cos C. Cos C is base upon hypotenuse, means 7 upon 25. This is our answer. Okay, so this is the method to find the ratios of trigonometric ratios. Okay, so now let's move on. Yes, so the second question is, if we have sine A is equals to 3 upon 4, we have to calculate cos A and tan A. Very simple question, guys. Sine A is equals to 3 upon 4, and we know that the value of sine is perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So we know the perpendicular and hypotenuse, and we want base. So we have to find the value of base. How we can find it? So we can find it by Pythagoras theorem, and we know that hypotenuse square is equals to perpendicular square plus base square. And what is hypotenuse? So hypotenuse is 4 square is equals to what is perpendicular? Perpendicular is 3 square, and we don't know the value of b square. Okay, so with the help of this we can easily find the value of b. So this will become 16 minus 9. Okay, so it will give 7. So we have b is base, we have under root 7. So we have what? We have base is 7, under root 7. So now we have to find cos A and tan A. So what is cos A? So we know that the ratio of cosine is base upon what? Hypotenuse. So we have base is under root 7 and we have hypotenuse is 4. So this is hypotenuse, base upon hypotenuse, which is under root 7 upon 4. Okay, now what is the value of tan A? So tan A is equals to what? Tan A is perpendicular upon base. So we know perpendicular is what? Perpendicular is 3 and base is under root 7. So this is what? This is 3 upon under root 7. So like this we can easily find the values. Okay, these are the answer of the question. Okay, my dear friends, so now let's move on. Yes, question number 3 is, given that 15 cot of A is equals to 8. Okay, find sine A and sec A. So with the help of this condition 15 cot A is equals to 8, we can write it as cot A is equals to 8 upon 15. 8 upon what? Yes, 8 upon 15. Now what is cot A? Since we know that cot A is equals to base upon perpendicular, it means we know that we have base is 8 and perpendicular is 15, and with the help of base and perpendicular we can easily find the value of hypotenuse square is equals to perpendicular square plus base square. So what is perpendicular square? Means 15 square plus 8 square. So we can easily find the value of hypotenuse. So this will become 225 plus 64. If we solve it, we have h square is equals to 289. H square is equals to 289, and if we take under root both the side, we get h is equals to 17. H we have what? H we have 17. So now we have base, perpendicular and hypotenuse, and what is the value of sine A? So the value of sine A is what? perpendicular upon hypotenuse, and we know the value of perpendicular is 15 and hypotenuse is 17, so 15 upon 17. What? 15 upon 17. Okay, and now we want sec m. So what is sec m? Sec a is hypotenuse upon base. Okay, hypotenuse upon base, and what is hypotenuse? 17, and what is base? 8. So we have sec a is 17 upon 8. So these are the answer of this question. Okay, I hope you understand this point. So my dear friends, these are the questions based on the trigonometric ratios. Yes, let's move on. Yes. If angle A and angle B are acute angles such that cos A is equals to cos B, then show that angle A is equals to angle B. Okay, we have to prove that angle A is equals to what? Angle B. Okay, so let us assume that triangle ABC, in which we have a triangle like this. Okay, we have this triangle which named as A, B, C. In this case, AC is perpendicular to CB. Okay, understand? So, so the angles A and B are the acute angle. Okay, we know that A and B are the what? Acute angle. So, and we have what? Cos A is equals to cos B. This is given. Okay, and we know that what is cos A. If we find the value of cos with respect to A, we know that the value of cos A is what? Base upon hypotenuse, and with the respect of A, what is base? So the base is AC. Okay, base is what? AC, and hypotenuse is AB. So we can write it as AC upon AB. And what is the value of cos B? Means the value of cos with respect to B means CB upon AB. Got it? And if we observe that AB can be cancelled, so we have AC is equals to CB. So AC is equals to CB, which states that ACB is a isosceles triangle. So we can say that triangle ABC is what? Is isosceles triangle. And so we can say angle A is equals to angle B, because isosceles triangle property, because isosceles triangle property. Okay, I hope you understand this point. So my dear friends, very easy method. Okay, so now let's move on. Yes. So the next question is, if 3 cot A is equals to 4, check whether 1 minus tan square A upon 1 plus tan square A is equals to cos square A minus sin square A or not. Okay, so let's see that. So we have to find first of all the ratios. Okay, yes. So we have cot A is equals to 4 upon 3. And we know what is cot A. Cot A is base upon perpendicular, and we have base is 4 and perpendicular is 3. So with the help of base and perpendicular, we can easily find the value of hypotenuse. How? H square is equals to perpendicular square base square, which gives what? 4 square, plus 3 square means 16 plus 9, which is equals to 25. Okay, and each h is equals to under root 25, which is equals to 5. So we have h is equals to 5. Okay, now we have to find tan A and cos A and sin A. So what is tan A? So tan A, we know that perpendicular upon base means 3 upon 4. And what is sin A? Sin A is perpendicular upon hypotenuse, means, my dear friends, you have to remember these ratios, because if you remember these ratios, you can solve the question very quickly. Okay, yes. So what is perpendicular, which is 3, and what is hypotenuse, which is 4. So this is our sin of A. Okay, and what is cos of A? So cos of A is base upon hypotenuse, means what is base? So we have base is 4, and what is hypotenuse? Hypotenuse is 5. Wait a minute, here is 5, 3 upon 5. Same here is 4 upon 5. So we have tan A, sin A and cos A. So now we have to put the values in this equation. So first of all, let's take LHS part. Okay, and we have LHS is 1 minus tan square A upon 1 plus tan square A, which is equals to 1 minus 3 upon 4 whole square upon 1 plus 3 upon 4 whole square. Okay, and it will become 1 minus 9 upon 16, 1 plus 9 upon 16. Okay, and if we solve it, we get what? We get 7 upon 25. 7 upon 25. Now let's take RHS. So RHS we have cos square A minus sin square A, and this will become 4 upon 5 whole square minus 3 upon 5 whole square, and if we solve it, this will become 16 upon 25 minus 9 upon 25. So 9 upon 25, so this will become 25, and 16 minus 9 means 7. So both LHS and RHS, both LHS and RHS are equal. Okay, so hence 1 minus tan square A divided by 1 plus tan square A is equals to cos square A minus sin square A is correct. Hence proof. Okay, my dear friends, I hope you understand these things. Yeah, so now let's move on. So the next question is, question number 5 is, in triangle PQR, right angles at Q. Okay, we have PR plus QR is 25 centimeter and PQ is 5 centimeter. Now we have to determine the value of sin P, cos P and tan P. Okay, so now we have a triangle like this, PQR. Okay, and right angle at Q means this is our right angle, and we know the value of PQ is 5 centimeter, and PR plus QR is equals to 25 centimeter, and we have to find the value of sin P, cos P and tan P. Okay, so let's do that. So let us assume that QR is equals to x centimeter. QR is what? We are taking QR as x centimeter. So PR is equals to 25 minus QR, which is equals to 25 minus x. Okay, so according to Pythagoras theorem, we know that PR square PQ square plus QR square, and we know the value of PR is what? 25 minus x whole square, and we have PQ which is 5 square, plus we have QR which is x square. Now after solving this will become 25 square means 625 plus x square means x square, simple, minus 50x which is equals to 25 plus x square, and this x will be cancelled, so we get 50x is equals to 625 minus 25. Okay, and this will become 600, and x is equals to 600 divided by 50. Okay, so after solving this we get what? 12. So we have x is equals to 12 means we have what? We have QR is equals to 12 and PR is equals to, PR is what? 25 minus x means 25 minus 12, so we get what? We get 13 centimeter. Okay, now we have PQ, PR and QR. Now we can easily find the value of sin P, cos P and tan P. So now we have to find the value of sin with the respect of P. So in this case we have like this. This is our P, Q and R. So now what is sin P? We know that sin ratio of sin is what? Perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So in this case the perpendicular is what? QR. This is base, this is perpendicular and this is hypotenuse. Means QR divided by PR, which gave 12 upon 13. This is our answer. Now cos P is what? Cos P is PQ upon PR, means 5 upon 13. Now tan P is QR upon PQ. Okay, so this will give 12 upon 5. So my dear friends, I hope you understand these things. So this is our answer. So I hope you are enjoying this lecture. Okay, so now this is enough for today, and we will meet in the next lecture with the next topic. So thank you very much guys for listening me, and take care and goodbye.